Hello, my name is Joy Conway, and for this week's discussion board, I wanted to discuss the fallacy pointing to another wrong. My definition of this fallacy is when a person attempts to justify an action against another person because the person did take or would take the same action against him or her. A logical fallacy occurs when someone uses an illogical reasoning pattern to make an argument or claim. For example, person 1 did something to person 2, therefore person 2 is justified to do the same to person 1. However, two wrongs don't make a right. I've always tried to live by the rule that two wrongs do not make a right. If some wrong is done to you, you cannot correct that action with a like reaction. We've heard that saying many times about two wrongs don't make a right. This is what we were told as children growing up into our adult life. Instead of wrongful payback, we should do good to those who have treated us so badly. It is human nature to retaliate, but that is not what God wants. Remember, love your enemies, and God will punish the wrongdoers. A second misdeed does not cancel the first, as in, don't do this to another person just because he or she took something or did something to you. Because if that one person hurts you, it's not okay for you to perform the same action in retaliation against that person. Retaliation for something wrong has been done to you will only make the situation worse. Doing the same bad things to someone for what they have done to you will not make anything any better. So, last year, my son Nicholas, who was in the 7th grade, was being bullied by another child that was in the same grade. And they had had words before, and we had went to the principal and the teachers to have them separated, and they did. But one day at lunch, the little boy came up to my son while he was standing in the lunch line and proceeded to have words with him, and then ended up hitting my son Nicholas. And as a reaction from my son, he hit him back. So they were both reprimanded by the principal, and my son was suspended for 3 days, and so was the other child. So I had to have the conversation with my son. Yes, he defended himself, but by him retaliating back towards the boy and not turning the other cheek didn't make the situation any better, because in the end, my son was suspended from school. So I've always taught them that two wrongs don't make a right, but I've also told them to defend themselves if need be, especially in this day and time. But you always have to choose your battles. So I feel two wrongs make a right needs to be distinguished from retaliation or punishment, as it would not do to condemn these on logical grounds, though they may be morally objectable. So when children defend themselves by hitting or kicking another child, they may be morally to blame, not logically. So if a parent spanks a child for hitting another child, this may be bad parenting, but is not a logical mistake. Punishment or retribution is behavior aimed at modifying behavior, not argument. Well, I hope everyone has a great week, and I was a little nervous making this video, but I'm glad I pushed through it, and best wishes to my classmates. Have a good day.